In folklore, a will-o'-the-wisp, willow-wisp or ignis fatuus, Latin for giddy flame, 1 plural ignis fatui, is an atmospheric ghost light seen by travelers at night, especially over bogs, swamps, or marshes. The phenomenon is known in English folk belief, English folklore, and much of European folklore by a variety of names, including jack-o'-lantern, friar's lantern and hinky punk, and is said to mislead travelers by resembling a flickering lamp or lantern. 2. In literature, will-o'-the-wisp metaphorically refers to a hope or goal that leads one on, but is impossible to reach, or something one finds strange or sinister. Wills-o'-the-wisp appear in folk tales and traditional legends of numerous countries and cultures. Notable wills-o'-the-wisp include St. Louis Light in Saskatchewan, the Spook Light in southwestern Missouri and northeastern Oklahoma, the Marfa Lights of Texas, the Naga Fireballs on the Mekong in Thailand, the Paulding Light in Upper Peninsula of Michigan and the Hessdalen Light in Norway. In urban legends, folklore, and superstition, wills-o'-the-wisp are typically attributed to ghosts, fairies, or elemental spirits. Modern science explains the light aspect as natural phenomena such as bioluminescence or chemiluminescence, caused by the oxidation of phosphine, pH3, diphosphan, P2H4, and methane, CH4, produced by organic decay. The term will-o'-the-wisp comes from wisp, a bundle of sticks or paper sometimes used as a torch, and the name will, thus meaning will of the torch. The term jack-o'-lantern, jack of the lantern, originally referred to a will-o'-the-wisp. 4. In the United States, they are often called spook lights, ghost lights, or orbs by folklorists and paranormal enthusiasts. 5, 6, 7. The Latin name ignis fatuus is composed of ignis, meaning fire, and fatuus, an adjective meaning foolish, silly, or simple. It can thus be literally translated into English as foolish fire or more idiomatically as giddy flame. 1. Despite its Latin origins, the term ignis fatuus is not attested in antiquity, and what the ancient Romans called the will-o'-wisp may be unknown. 1. The term is not attested in the Middle Ages either. Instead, the Latin ignis fatuus is documented no earlier than the 16th century in Germany, where it was coined by a German humanist, and appears to be a free translation of the long-existing German name Irrlicht, wandering light or deceiving light, conceived of in German folklore as a mischievous spirit of nature. The Latin translation was made to lend the German name intellectual credibility. 8, 9. Beside Irrlicht, the will-o'-the-wisp has also been called in German Irrwisk, where wish translates to wisp, as found in E.G. Martin Luther's writings of the same 16th century. Folk belief attributes the phenomenon to fairies or elemental spirits, explicitly in the term hobby lanterns found in the 19th century Denham tracts. In her book A Dictionary of Fairies, K. M. Briggs provides an extensive list of other names for the same phenomenon, though the place where they are observed, graveyard, bogs, etc., influences the naming considerably. When observed in graveyards, they are known as ghost candles, also a term from the Denham tracts. The names will-o'-the-wisp and jack-o'-lantern are used in etiological folk tales, recorded in many variant forms in Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales, Appalachia, and Newfoundland. 10, 11, 12. In these tales, protagonists named either Will or Jack are doomed to haunt the marshes with a light for some misdeed. One version from Shropshire is recounted by Briggs in A Dictionary of Fairies and refers to Will Smith. Will is a wicked blacksmith who is given a second chance by St. Peter at the gates of heaven, but leads such a bad life that he ends up being doomed to wander the earth. The devil provides him with a single burning coal with which to warm himself, which he then uses to lure foolish travelers into the marshes. An Irish version of the tale has a ne'er-do-well named Drunk Jack or Stingy Jack who, when the devil comes to collect his soul, tricks him into turning into a coin, so he can pay for his one last drink. When the devil obliges, Jack places him in his pocket next to a crucifix, preventing him from returning to his original form. In exchange for his freedom, the devil grants Jack 10 more years of life. When the term expires, the devil comes to collect his due. But Jack tricks him again by making him climb a tree and then carving a cross underneath, preventing him from climbing down. In exchange for removing the cross, the devil forgives Jack's debt. However, no one as bad as Jack would ever be allowed into heaven, so Jack is forced upon his death to travel to hell and ask for a place there. The devil denies him entrance in revenge but grants him an ember from the fires of hell to light his way through the twilight world to which lost souls are forever condemned. Jack places it in a carved turnip to serve as a lantern. 1314. Another version of the tale is Willie the Wisp, related in Irish folktales by Henry Glassy. Sedna by P. Dar Ualoer is yet another version and also the first modern novel in the Irish language. Alia, or marsh ghost light, is the name given to a strange light phenomena occurring over the marshes as observed by Bengalis, especially the fishermen of Bangladesh and West Bengal. This marsh light is attributed to some kind of marsh gas apparitions that confuse fishermen, make them lose their bearings, and may even lead to drowning if one decided to follow them moving over the marshes. Local communities in the region believe that these strange hovering marsh lights are in fact ghost lights representing the ghosts of fishermen who died fishing. Sometimes they confuse the fishermen, and sometimes they help them avoid future dangers. In European folklore, these lights are believed to be spirits of the dead, fairies, or a variety of other supernatural beings which attempt to lead travelers to their demise. Sometimes the lights are believed to be the spirits of unbaptized or stillborn children, flitting between heaven and hell. The will-o'-the-wisp can be found in numerous folk tales around the United Kingdom, and is often a malicious character in the stories. In Welsh folklore, it is said that the light is fairy fire held in the hand of a puka, or puka, a small goblin-like fairy that mischievously leads lone travelers off the beaten path at night. Citation needed. As the traveler follows the puka through the marsh or bog, the fire is extinguished, leaving them lost. The puka is said to be one of the Tylwyth Teg, or fairy family. In Wales the light predicts a funeral that will take place soon in the locality. Wirt Sykes in his book British Goblins mentions the following Welsh tale about puka. In literature, will-o'-the-wisp sometimes has a metaphorical meaning, describing a hope or goal that leads one on but is impossible to reach, or something one finds sinister and confounding. 3. In Book 9 of John Milton's Paradise Lost, lines 631-642, Satan is compared to a will-o'-the-wisp when he leads Eve to the tree of knowledge of good and evil.